Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Believe it or not, everybody in the galaxy, or at least the known universe, has the ability to communicate with one another. But what they don't all have is a smartphone. And here's the thing. They don't all need a smartphone. Because, granted, the smartphone can do a lot of things that you couldn't do on a regular phone. In fact, a smartphone is more like a computer than it is a traditional phone. But it could cost a lot more money for somebody to use a smartphone because the data plan is usually in tow, and not everybody has unlimited amount of resources, just FYI. So we decided, maybe we need to compile a list of really good phones that aren't smartphones. Now, I'm not talking about traditional landlines, okay? I'm talking about mobile phones that aren't smartphones. iPhone. There, I said it. Okay, I got it out of the way, but this article and this video are definitely not about the iPhone. So take a look at the link we provided for you in the description. It's got the full explainers of why we picked these particular 5 phones. I'm looking at the article right now. I'm going to +1 it, tweet it, and like it on Facebook. You can click those links in the sidebar in any article on LockerGnome.com. Number 1, LG Octane. Now, that's available on Verizon's network if you wanted to take a look. And you were looking for a full enough featured phone without going to a smartphone, this may be an option for you. And it even has a camera. See, not every phone that isn't a smartphone doesn't have a camera. You can still get a camera phone, but it doesn't make it a smartphone. Camera phone, smartphone, mobile phone. I guess it all boils down to the features. Not a smartphone, but still potentially smart for someone that you might know of, if not yourself. The second one that we had picked out of the array of phones that aren't smartphones but are still good is also available on Verizon, the LG Revere. And some people happen to revere it. And this is, according to our research, more appropriate for the older and younger generations out there, not people who sit in the middle of the bell curve. So the elderly or the youngerly. What's the opposite of elderly? Another one we chose on AT&T's network is the Samsung Evergreen QWERTY cell phone. Samsung, I didn't enunciate. Hang on, just give me a second. Oh, yeah, that does the trick. I needed some mobile discussion juice there. Samsung. I screwed up the pronunciation of the word again. Samsung has a great array of phones. That is why they make a lot of money. They don't make a lot of money from 2 phones. They make a lot of money from having a lot of phones. I mean, Samsung probably has more phones than the rest of the industry does combined. That's how many phones Samsung produces. They produce, according to some reports, they produce a new mobile device every 5 minutes. That's crazy. They got a lot of phones. Hard to keep track of, really. But they got a good one for those of you who still want a keyboard and don't want a smartphone. And the Evergreen QWERTY. Now, if you didn't know what QWERTY means, it's the keys on the keyboard, QWERTY, QWERTY. I always liked the UIOP, but no one ever UIOP or OP because it's a O. Actually, I'd probably put an umlaut over the O. So the next phone in our lineup is the Pantech Breeze, also available on AT&T's network. And then rounding it out, surprise, surprise, another Samsung phone. None of these are smartphones, and you're not dumb if you don't carry around a smartphone because you may not need it. You just need the phone to talk to someone. Smartphone, overkill, honestly. So if you guys have any other recommendations to make, feel free to leave a comment in this video or on the article itself to benefit people who are looking for a good phone and they want to feel smart without having a smartphone. So really, the rest is up to you. Share it if you like it. Give feedback if you can, and help make what we have to share better.